Hello everyone, I'm Mary Case. This is my art studio, and if you're watching this video, you probably picked up a workshop in a box from the Ludington Area Center for the Arts. And this particular box is a clay wall planter, also known as a wall sconce. When you open up your box, you're going to find a board like this. It's your work surface. It's going to have a slab of clay in it like this that is shaped like a pear. You're also going to find a piece of lace that I threw in there. And then there will be a sheet of paper that will show you all the different colors that you can choose from. And I also included a piece of paper that you can use because we're going to need this paper to stuff inside our project. Okay, so your pear-shaped piece of clay is a slab. And I'm going to flip it around so that this way you're going to see it facing your direction. I'm going to work upside down. The smaller side of the pear, which one would call the top of the pear, but in this case, this is going to be the bottom of our wall sconce, our planter. It's the part that looks more like a point, and then the wider part will be the top. Now, you're going to decorate this piece. You can use your lace if you like. I really like the lace pattern, and you can pick up things in your house that also make patterns, or you can freehand draw into your piece as well. You might want to use a rolling pin, and if you don't have one of those in your house, then you can use the palm of your hand. But you'll get a more even application if you can use a rolling pin. So I just kind of pressed that in there, and it made a really nice little relief sculpture. So I'm going to throw this other piece of lace on here. I love this pattern here. And so I'm going to lay that there and try to get the center of this lace on the ends here. And that looks cool. And I'm going to do it over here. Now, the reason I had you grab a pencil is because you may want to do some freehand drawing in your piece. I'm just going to add a couple of vines in mine, just to add a little extra design and character to my piece. I'm putting some leaves in my drawing. Each leaf will have a couple of stripes, and then I think I'll put a little bud there. And then I'll add another little one over here. Now, at some point, some of this is going to get covered up as we fold over our project when we flip it over, but I'm just going to draw it as if I have no idea what's going to get covered, and we can fix it in the end. So now flip it over, and then you're going to gently start rolling over your sides, and you're going to want to overlap them. So one side's going to go over on top of the other, and then that will determine your design. Now you got to kind of work the bottom here so that you can get that nice point. And then in order to attach this, we're going to have to open it back up, and with our pencil we can do a technique that's called scoring. And this is when you put what I call little hashtags in your clay, right where the clay is going to make that connection. And then we're going to do that same process on the back side of the clay, doing the little hashtags. And the pencil works just fine. And then put some water on those areas. And then I suggest doing that process, but one more time after you add the water, because the gummier you get that surface, the better your connection will be. So now you can overlay them, putting one hand on the inside, and you're going to gently press down. You want to do it gently because you really don't want to ruin your pattern that you've worked on. And you can actually put your hand inside the piece, and you can feel the ridge, and you can blend with your finger. I'm going to let you kind of look in there and see where I kind of smushed it and blended it. And that makes a good connection, okay? And then you really want to make sure that you get the tip. Okay, I'm going to push the clay gently shut and just seal that up. I want that tip sealed up because I may want to put water inside my piece. Now, I need to figure out how I'm going to finish the top. Do I want to put a nail hole right here, or do I want a nail hole here and here? Maybe, I think one is enough to hang this, and if you don't want to see the hole, then you would put it further down. In my case, I don't mind seeing the hole, so I'm going to just poke my pencil through the back, and then I'm going to actually just go back through the front again, and then I can just smush down the uneven edges and make that kind of nice. I'll clean up the hole a little bit. Okay. Now, I found this cool thing at a resale shop. It's a little candle holder, and so I'm going to use it to add a little extra pattern to mine. And I like my vines. I think they look fine, so I don't have to add anything. You can if you want, or you don't even have to use the freehand drawing, or you could freehand draw the whole thing. The paper that is in your kit, you're going to want to kind of roll that up. Sort of a cone shape. Stuff it inside your planter. You can fold the extra paper in it. The idea is to get this thing so that it doesn't collapse. You want to work the shape of it so it's got a nice cone. And this is how we're going to want it to dry, with the paper in it. We can pull the paper out later. You're going to pack this thing back up in your box. Make sure it's wrapped gently with the plastic. Select the color from the color sheet that's included, and then you're going to send your box back in. We will fire your piece in the kilns, and then we'll look to see what color you want. We'll take your wall planter and we'll dunk it in some glaze, fire it a second time. You come pick it up, and then you'll be able to use this wonderful piece of art in your home or as a gift. It will likely hold water if you seal everything off, so you can put live flowers in it, or you could do dried flowers. This piece can be displayed indoors or outdoors. You can hang it inside your home or outside on a garden fence. It is weatherproof, waterproof. You might want to bring it in the wintertime, but with the glaze and the clay that you're using, it will be a permanent art fixture for years to come. So enjoy and keep making art.